Okay,
So we're
no
gonna
worries.
start a little late.
Okay.
So I probably wouldn't start any later than 10 after.
Yeah, give us another 10 minutes.
Okay, so keep playing for 10 more
Please,
minutes.
if you will.
Okay, no worries. I was just making sure people are
Sure.
looking at me like.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Crystal Muldrow. I'm the senior minister here at Unity of Fort Myers. So happy to have you here. And for those who are seeing this via the recording, we're glad that you could be here for this Imagine World Peace. And here at Unity, our name, Unity, denotes coming together as one, no matter what the denominations, no matter who you are, we realize that we are all one in God, or whatever you call your benevolent being. And so with that, even though I'm the Unity minister, I'm also a shamanic practitioner. And so Sue, who has created this wonderful event, asked me to do an opening. And shamanism is the calling of the ancestors and opening of the directions. And so that's what we'll be doing. As a shamanic practitioner, as well as a ordained Unity minister, I took some liberty to alter the traditional Native American or shamanic opening and add some unity into it. So with that, know that you'll hear some of the shamanic Native American aspects, you'll hear some unity, and then after the end of each direction, I will also ask you to affirm something with me. So this is a collaborative opening. We all as one come together. So if you are willing and able, I ask you to stand. And as we call out the directions, we are going to face the directions. And so we're going to start off with the east. And this is the east. You will hear that I will also be drumming. I might have to get closer to here. And so let us begin. To the winds of the east, great eagle, condor, you who come from the place of the rising sun, show us the mountain tops and teach us to see from the heights in your perspective. From Unity, we call upon the power of our thoughts to manifest a new dawn of peace. We recognize that our collective focus creates a shared reality. Please say this after me. In this light, we choose peace. In this light, we choose peace. Turning towards the south. To the winds of the south, great serpent, teach us to shed the past, our stories of strife, and our old projections and prejudices. Just as you shed your skin all at once. In Unity, we ground ourselves in the truth that God is all there is present in every atom of the physical world, guiding us to walk softly in the beautiful way. Please repeat after me. We shed the skin of our conflict to walk in harmony. Together. We shed our skin of conflict to walk in harmony. Going to the west. Turning to your next direction. To the west. To the winds of the west, sweet mother jaguar, protector, the medicine space, teach us the way of peace and to live impeccably. Help us to face the shadows of our world without fear. In unity, we acknowledge our inherent divinity as beings created in the image of the divine. We have the strength to transmute darkness into the light of understanding. Please repeat after me. We trust the path of peace through the shadow of the unknown. Together, we trust the path of peace through the shadows of the unknown. And facing the north, to the north. To the winds of the north, great hummingbird, we call upon the ancient ones, our grandfathers and grandmothers who have walked the path before us. Come and warm your hands by the fire in our hearts. In unity, we align with the power of prayer and meditation to connect with the wisdom of the lineages that have paved the way toward oneness. Please repeat after me. We honor the peace of builders of the past as they guide our hands today. Together, we honor the peace builders of the past as they guide our hands today. And now, moving forward for the sky. Looking up to the sky. Mother Earth, thank you for supporting us and healing all of your children, those who walk, crawl, fly, and swim. Father Sky, you who are known by the thousand names, the great mystery. In unity, we acknowledge, knowing that knowledge is not enough. We must be the living truth. We commit to being active co-creators of peace through every word and action. The center, the eye. In unity, we ask you to place your hands over your heart, recognizing the presence of peace within. This is the peace that surpasses all understanding. Please repeat after me. I am peace.
I am peace.
I choose peace.
I choose peace.
I am love.
I am love.
I choose love.
I choose love.
And to the ground, the earth that we stand on, facing down. As shamanic in unity, we thank Mother Earth and all of its blessings for supporting and loving us all. And you can stand up. And the typical shamanic, and please face to the direction that you feel comfortable. The shamanic blessing is aho, and in unity it is amen. Whichever you feel honored and moved to do, let us declare aho or amen. Aho. And so it is my privilege, and you may be seated, to introduce The woman who basically started this, actually our former minister, Jim Rosemergy, had a Facebook post of which Sue Habicorn took literally to heart. And in that, she was moved to her own ministry, the service, the action, the expression of peace. And in that, she formed this wonderful event, Imagine World Peace. As the minister here, I am honored to be in partnership with Sue to house Imagine World Day of Peace. Please welcome Sue Habicorn, the creator of Imagine World Day of Peace.
First, I'd like to thank. Move the microphone. Oh. Is it on?
Yes. And come closer. All right.
I would like to thank Ashra for blessing us with her beautiful music, with the crystal bowls as we came together today. I would like to thank Reverend Crystal for blessing our directions and setting us on the path of peace for today. And thank you all, whether you are here in person or you are out there in the world somewhere else. Thank you for joining us today as together we gather in peace. Today is going to be my peaceful day. I have been so moved by watching the monks on Facebook. I hope you have been watching too. They are walking 2,300 miles for peace. I'm uplifted by seeing hundreds and thousands of people every day joining in various ways to honor and support peace. They have over 1 million followers on Facebook now. This gives me great hope for a better future here on planet Earth. I truly believe that almost everyone on planet Earth, deep down, wants to live in peace. Today, through messages, prayers, and songs, we put that desire into action, knowing that our words are energy. Together, we spread that energy, and together, we can help change the world. There is a song taken from a prayer commonly known as the Prayer of St. Francis. It has been a special prayer of mine for many years, and it reminds us all to be an instrument of peace. Please listen to this beautiful song.
You to sing this one with me too. It's pretty easy. It's called Instrument of Peace. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument of peace. Sing that much with me. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument. Instrument of peace. Let's do that one more time. Make me an instrument. Lift it up. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument of peace. One more of that one. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument of peace. Yeah. Where there is hatred, I will love. And where there is sadness, I will bring joy. And where there is darkness, I will shine. I am an instrument of peace. Make me an instrument of peace. All right, let's go back to the top. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument of peace. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument of peace. Where there is hatred, where there is hatred, I will love. Where there's sadness, where there is sadness, I will bring joy. Where there's darkness, where there is darkness, I will shine. I am an instrument of peace. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument of peace. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument of peace. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument of peace. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument of peace. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument of peace. Yeah.
Make me an instrument.
Thank you so much.
Now I'd like to give a warm welcome to Mary Tracy Sigmund for her beautiful message of peace.
Good morning, everyone. It's my pleasure, my honor to be with you today. I represent Risho Kosei Kai Buddhist group of Fort Myers, and we meet every Sunday in the little room right behind us from 1 to 3. We give our schedule to the Unity office, so sometime about half of the month we meet on Zoom, but the other half of the month we try to meet in person. So if you're ever interested in joining us and visiting us, you're really welcome to come on those days when we meet in person. And my associate Jacob Cowan, who's sitting in the front here, meets here every first and third Saturdays from 1 to 3. So he will be here today in our little room back there if you're interested in meditation. So enough of the publicity. I'm now going to give you my message, which I think, as I've listened to Reverend Crystal and as I listened to Sue, I'm feeling all of our messages are going to be saying similar things. But I think that's great because we're hearing these messages from different traditions and from different people, from different hearts. So I want us to start by imagining we're outside, but we can even do it in here, but imagining over our heads a huge net. And as we know, nets are comprised and woven with little holes between the pieces of the net. And you can think of this net covering the whole sky. And then enlarge that image to think of that net covering the whole galaxy. And then think of that net covering the whole universe. So surrounding all of us, let's imagine this net. And inside each hole of the net is a beautiful, precious jewel. And that jewel is each one of us. Each living thing is a precious jewel in this net, this web of life. And anything that affects one of those jewels affects the whole net. And each jewel in that net, as it shines, this is our beautiful inner nature that all living beings have. This is our true nature. And it reflects out into that net, outside of that net, and each jewel feels that reflection from all of the other jewels. So we're all, again, interconnected, interdependent. We're not isolated. We're all one. And as the author Octavia Butler, a woman that I've just recently, in the last year, become acquainted with, she sees our lives and she knows that it's changing and it's going to be hard. But she says, all that you touch, you change. All that you change changes you. And the only lasting truth is change. So our world is changing, and we're all feeling that. And as we feel it, others are feeling it as well. But we're here today for peace. So we don't want this time of change to be a time of anger, hatred, war. We want it to be a time of change that will be a change for peace. So now we're going to bring that sort of cosmic image down to earth, and we're going to think about our body. Each of us has a body. All living beings have a body in this physical world. And our bodies are also like little galaxies. They cannot function unless all of the parts in that body work together. And so the organs, the blood, the muscles, the limbs, they all work together. And then when they do that properly, everything's in harmony. So I think we want to also think of peace and joining it with the word harmony, thinking of those things together. So if our body's in harmony, everything is working together. And the lungs don't say, I'm more important than the heart. Nor does the blood say, I'm more important than the limbs. We're all working together. Every part of our body has a role to play to make us work properly. So these are all lessons I want us to kind of think about as we're thinking about peace. And these are not thoughts that are new. Marcus Aurelius said hundreds and hundreds of years ago, "For we are made for cooperation, like the feet, like the hands, like the eyelids, like the rows of upper and lower teeth. To act against one another is contrary to nature." We want to act in accord, in harmony with nature. So we may think, well, what can we do? What can I do to help for peace? And the wonderful scientist and woman and sage, Jane Goodall, who recently passed away, left some of her wonderful following, passing words gratefully on Netflix. And it's about an hour program, but it's definitely worth watching. But among the things that she left as her final words, she said that, again, we all have a role to play in this world, in this life. And that we can and do, she felt we sincerely do, make a positive difference for positive change in this world if we focus and are mindful of our actions, our choices. How do we choose to live our lives? How do we choose to deal with one another? And like Octavia Butler, Jane Goodall said, even in the times that look the darkest, and she, like Octavia, saw the changes that are coming, that there's always hope and that people can always make a positive change. So when we feel like there's nothing we can do, I'm just going to give up, we can't do that because we can make a difference, every single one of us. And just as sort of minor examples of how this can happen, there have been experiments done on water crystals. And a glass of water that is spoken to with kind words over and over again, day after day, those crystals in that glass of water change. Another glass of water that's just left on its own, those water crystals stay the same. And seedlings and plants that are talked to with kindness and cared for, they thrive. Seedlings that are left, and they may be given the minimal amount of care, but they're not given those words of kindness. They struggle to thrive. So think about what that does for us. How do we treat one another? So we want to try to surround ourselves when we can with quiet moments like we are now. Let ourselves settle. Focus on how are we using our time. Read things that are worthwhile. Watch things that are worthwhile. And remember that everything we do, all of those jewels, everything that we do affects everyone else. We may not see that, and we may forget that, but just our being here today is affecting the entire world, every living being. So that's pretty amazing. And the only thing that's really going to survive us when we pass on is how did we live our lives? Because everything that we do, those effects will live on past us. And we really do want to make sure we leave good effects. We want to think that we're leaving the world maybe a little bit better because we were here. Now, a book I'd like to recommend that's also a lovely book to just sort of calm you down, to get you feeling good about life. And it may be a book that many of you already know about called The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse by Charlie Mackesy. And those four creatures encounter each other, and as they're walking along and they talk to each other and little things come up. But one of the things, at one point the horse says to the others, "Nothing but kindness. It sits quietly behind all things." So we've got peace, we've got harmony, and now I want us to think about kindness. Because it's a little thing, but it's those little things that we can do. Again, we each have our own role. Some of us will do bigger things, but that doesn't always mean it's better things. Little acts of kindness are just as worthy and just as beautiful and just as positive as big acts. So anything that we can do to make someone else who's suffering or in pain feel better is really an act of peace. And those are things that we can do. So I want to kind of tie all of this up I don't know if you got the slide of the poem, but if not, I'm going to read it to you. This is a poem by a Japanese author. It's over 100 years old, but it's certainly very relevant. He wrote it intending it, and it was intended for agricultural students to hear, but it certainly is for all of our lives. And it's called Be Not Defeated by the Rain. And it says, "Be not defeated by the rain, nor let the wind prove you better. Succumb not to the snows of winter, nor be bested by the heat of summer. Be strong in body, unfettered by desire, not enticed to anger. Cultivate a quiet joy. Count yourself last in everything. Put others before you. Watch well and listen closely. Hold the learned lessons dear. A thatch roof house in a meadow, nestled in a pine grove's shade. A handful of rice, some miso, and a few vegetables to suffice for the day. If to the east a child lies sick, go forth and nurse him to health. If to the west an old lady stands exhausted, go forth and relieve her of her burden. If to the south a man lies dying, go forth with words of courage to dispel his fear. If to the north an argument or fight ensues, go forth and beg them to stop such a waste of effort and spirit. In times of drought, shed tears of sympathy. In summer's cold, walk in concern and empathy. Stand aloof of the unknowing masses, better dismissed as useless than flattered as a great man. So that's kind of a lot to process, but in the beginning he's talking about don't be defeated by the rain and the wind and the snows. These are things that are going to keep happening. The trials and sufferings of life are not going to stop just because we're thinking happy thoughts. But it's how do we react to that? We don't want to give up, but we want to make the world better. So he's saying be strong, take care of yourself, but don't get caught up in anger. Don't get caught up in wanting more than you need. Cultivate that quiet joy. Count yourself last. Again, it's not about our ego, and if we're focusing on our ego, then we're focusing on our separateness. We want to connect with our oneness. So we want to watch what's going on with others, listen to them, and when we hear and see those cries for help, when we see someone in need, we want to go to them in whatever direction that may be. We can do a little bit to help. All we need is a little bit of rice. We have, my goodness, we all have enough to survive on. We don't need to keep wanting to have so much more. And then he kind of closes the whole thing up with, don't seek to have other people think that you're great. Be humble, step back, and when you pass on, it doesn't matter if they think, oh, you did a great thing, you were a great man, you were a great woman. We're all great. Let's not worry about that. Don't worry about being flattered. So, again, let's focus on peace, harmony, kindness, things that we can easily do for each other every day. Thank you very much.
from Fort Worth to Washington, D.C. A 120-day, 300-mile journey of peace. Buddhist monks walking across America with their loyal dog Aloka by their side, spreading loving kindness, compassion, and hope for the whole world. Step by step beneath the sky, we walk with hope, you and I. Let the anger fade away, let compassion lead our way. Every heart can learn to heal, every wound can slowly seal. In this world of joy and grief, we rise again and walk for peace. Walk for peace, walk for light, walk through day and walk through night. Hand in hand the world will see, peace begins with you and me. Walk for truth, walk for love, guided by the stars above. Let all hatred finally cease. Come with me, let's walk for peace. Across the land from sea to sea, a message carried peacefully. A 120-day walk so wide, 2,300 miles they stride. Buddhist monks with hearts so pure, Aloka walking strong and sure. Step by step their prayers increase, calling all to walk for peace. Walk for peace, walk for light, walk through day and walk through night. Hand in hand the world will see, peace begins with you and me. Walk for truth, walk for love, guided by the stars above. Let all hatred finally cease. Come with me, let's walk for peace. May all beings live in freedom. May all suffering gently cease. May our footsteps write the story of a world that walks in peace. Through the valleys, over mountains, let our gentle courage rise. Peace is born in every moment when compassion fills our eyes. Walk for peace, walk for light, walk with courage shining bright. Every breath a prayer release for a world that walks in peace. Walk for hope, walk for love, blessed by wisdom from above. Let all sorrow find release. Come with me, let's walk for peace. Come with me, let's walk for peace.
That just moves me every time I hear it. Today, in spirit, I walk for peace. I hope all of you in spirit will walk for peace as well, not only today, but every day. Now I'd like to welcome Lucas I am so sorry, I'm destroying your name, McSurley, with his special messages of peace for us.
Thank you, Sue. Good morning. I first just want to acknowledge what a privilege it is to be here, how humbling this is to be with all of you in this sacred space. Today I am representing the Christian faith, specifically the Lutheran Church of the ELCA and the Episcopal Church. I'm a pastor at Lamb of God in Estero. And I think besides that, one of my most important identities, I think, and hopefully is yours too, is that of a peacemaker. And remember, a peacemaker is not a peace observer, but a peacemaker. And so in that spirit of peacemaking, I'm happy to share a blessing and a prayer today. So let us pray. God of many names, we thank you for coming into this sacred space. Help us to be aware of your presence. Lord, we invite a spirit of challenge as well. May we hear something new. May we leave having learned something new, having met new people. Teach us to be challengers and callers towards action, especially this weekend, Lord, in the legacy and the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King. Teach us to be advocates of peace, working all the time, drawing us closer to the world that you envisioned for us in this place. A world with generosity, with compassion, with empathy. Fill us, Lord, fill us, God of all. Make us instruments of peace. Amen.
Better days are coming, better times are near. Everybody's hurting, it's been a messed up year. Through with feeling foolish, tired of being fooled. Time to seek the answers and graduate from school. Change is never easy, but it starts inside ourselves. It's something very possible to do. The door to the heart only opens from inside, and if we're brave enough to step on through, better days will come for me and you. Lines are dissolving, and hate will disappear. Kindness and compassion take the place of fear. Divided we will fall, united we stand high. Better days are coming for you and I. Change is never easy, but it starts inside ourselves. Something very possible to do. The door to the heart only opens from inside. starts inside ourselves. Something very impossible to do. The door to the heart only opens from inside. And if we're brave enough to step on through, better days will come for me and you. In the darkest hour, light comes shining through. Days would be much brighter lived anew. Better days will come for me and you. Better days will soon be. Oh, better days. Better days will soon be. Oh, better days. Better days.
Carolyn Stanley was supposed to be here today, but I received a text from her yesterday saying she was very sick with the flu. So we will send blessings for healing and good health for Carolyn. Our next presenter is Ron Frost. He will bless us now with his special message.
Can you hear me all right? Yeah. Thank you so much, Sue, for doing this. Just a round of applause for Sue. It's just beautiful to have the intention of peace and to bring people together and just know that, you that showed up are really making the difference. And so I'm grateful to be here, to start with, let there be peace on earth, and let it be a few more degrees warmer in Southwest Florida. Because I don't know about you, but these last couple of mornings have been a little chilly for my Florida blood. So I'm grateful to be here, and one of the things I wanted to share was Sue followed me on Facebook, and I believe it was a Facebook message that I maybe left that she reached out to me and said, could you speak today at the Imagine World Peace Day? And most of my messages are sometimes on my bicycle or on the side of the road, and I'm sharing some thoughts. And to me, that's kind of been a little bit of the combination of my life is I love adventure, I love meeting people, and I love going places, and I love riding my bicycle. And so that's been quite a bit. And also, I do come from the Center for Spiritual Living as a practitioner. So part of that was the connection there. Years ago, I actually came here. My wife, Fani, has sang on this stage. And it's just an honor to be back here. So even though originally I was in Cape Coral, Center for Spiritual Living, I'm now up at the one in Sarasota. But truth be told, my mom was Catholic, my dad was Protestant, I grew up in a Jewish neighborhood, and I married a Muslim. And in my 20s, I had these things called out-of-body experiences, which really got me down the rabbit hole of consciousness, metaphysics, learning healing, and to me, I'm still a student. I'm still learning. And I believe the embodiment of peace is one of the biggest gifts that we can give, not only to ourselves, but that animates throughout consciousness throughout the world. We are the seed that creates the change. And when I traveled, 2 years ago, I did a bike ride across the United States. And part of my intention was, number one, it was a bucket list item, so I did want to do it. But part of that was around what could unity consciousness be? How could I meet with people? How can I connect with people? How could I listen to their stories? And there were so many people of so many different backgrounds. And honestly, even though it was an election year, nobody talked politics. And even though I wanted to hear their story, they wanted to learn about me. And even though there were moments that I didn't know where I was going to sleep in a given night, I always had a place to sleep. There was always kindness that I saw from everybody and everywhere. And it didn't matter whether I was going through, I went from Washington, D.C. to Los Angeles. It didn't matter which state or which area of the country I was going through. I just learned so much. And one of the things that happened was during that adventure, well, actually, right after I got back to Florida, after that adventure, I got an email from somebody in India asking me if I wanted to ride bikes for a thing called the Salt Ride in Gujarat, India, which at first I thought it was a scam. I didn't know. So I actually sent it to a friend of mine who's from India, and she says, "No, Ron, this is actually the same path that Gandhi did, that you're going to be cycling in 1930, the Salt March, what Gandhi did. And also, this is going to raise money to help children, to help schools, and this is something what you're all about." And so I decided to do that. And that last month, I rode in India. And it was the most, it was the most amazing thing. And although I thought I knew Gandhi, and I've quoted him many times in speeches that I've given, I realized there was something that I was missing. That not only was his principle about nonviolence, which we can all practice, you know, we can practice not just in the physical presence of that, but in the heart. Because the word nonviolence really means peace. Matter of fact, I prefer the word peace because within the word non-violence is the word violence, so I prefer the word peace. And as I got to learn about Gandhi, he was centered in peace. The embodiment of peace was so important, what he taught. Even though we thought of him as a person that was, you know, very determined on principle, very disciplined, had a legal background, really wanted to stand up for fairness, wanted to stop the taxation on salt and also liberate India. The truth is, it would not have happened if he didn't practice the embodiment of peace. And so for him, practices like prayer and meditation and being of service to others, and this is something we had to do. We were not only, there was 12 of us on bicycles, we were not only riding the entire length of the Gandhi Salt March, but we were stopping at schools and ashrams, we were feeding children. Service to others opens the heart. Whatever way we're called to do that. And even though we may say, well, you know, there's a lot of chairs and there's just a few of us here today, you matter. What you do matters. Even though I was maybe only feeding a few children, you feed one children, you feed the world. So kindness, just as Mary had shared, kindness is one of those attributes. And to know and to be the embodiment of peace. As I traveled across the United States, I would see these sunflowers. They were scattered. They were the most beautiful thing, scattered throughout all of the Midwest, Illinois, Kansas. And the one thing I didn't realize was that the sunflower is heliotropic. Does anybody know what that means? Yeah. It moves towards the sun. As the flower is maturing, the head of the flower, if the sun is in the east, it faces the east. And as the sun tracks across the sky, it moves all the way to where the sun sets in the west. Imagine that. Mother Nature and its miracles. But one of the biggest things is as night falls and it's pitch black and it's dark, what does the sunflower do? It moves itself back to the east with the anticipation of the light of the brand new day. We can be like sunflowers. You know, it is difficult, it is challenging, and when you look at what's going on in the world, sometimes some of these things are truly unexplainable. But just like the Buddhists that are walking, we all have a calling. We all have that sacred sense of purpose, how we can bring our light into the world. And just like the sunflower, even during the darkest moments, we can turn towards the light of the brand new day. We can shine our essence just through the embodiment of peace. Let me end this with prayer. As we know that there is this one consciousness, whether we call it God, the divine, the love beauty of the universe, the harmony, or the ultimate expression of the embodiment of peace, I know that that is the essence that moves through me because I am one with all of it, because there is only one thing, and I know that same truth for everybody here within this community, within this sanctuary. I know that for the entire world. Not just humans, but animals, all life form, the planet itself. And so as I know this truth, I know that we can come together in a heart of love. I know that we can be the essence of unity consciousness. I know that this is the truth of who we are individually and collectively, that we can be the embodiment of peace and let that emanate from our souls and change the world. We can visualize peace. We can see people coming together, not with arms against, but arms used in embracing of hugs, arms used in planting of seeds, seeds of blossoming, arms and hands used in prayer. I know this truth for humanity. I know that we are standing in the new day, the new way, the new heaven on earth. I know it's possible. And together we say, and so it is. Amen. Thank you.
This is my wish for the world, that peace would find its way to every boy and girl. This is the time for harmony. Let love be the song that everybody sings. Fill the air with joyful noise, ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth, let there be peace on earth. Lift your light and let it shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard, let there be peace on earth.
I hear the sweetest sound, the sound of hope to come. Together we could bring goodwill to everyone. Let it start with you, let it start with me. Let every nation rise and sing this melody. Fill the air with joyful noise, ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth, let there be peace on earth. Lift your light and let it shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard, let there be peace on earth. Let every
walk with my brother in perfect harmony.
Fill the air with joyful noise. Ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth. Let there be peace on earth. Lift your light and let it shine. Let it shine, shine, shine. Let it shine, shine, shine. Let it shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace. Let there be peace on earth. And let it be, with me.
Now we will have Sherry Galvin read a prayer, a Native American prayer, an indigenous people's prayer. Sorry, I broke it. The Native Americans and indigenous peoples around the world, I believe, have a much stronger relationship and understand oneness. I think today we've really forgotten that we truly are one, not even as just as a human race, but one with the earth that we live on, one with all the creatures that inhabit planet Earth. Sherry, I welcome you with your special prayer.
Good morning. There we go. And thank you for being here. I read this last year and was so moved by it that it has become part of my routine. The Native American Prayer for Peace and Harmony. The First Nation believed that the Creator is a living energy that lives in all life and in all things, that nothing could exist in this physical world without this living energy dwelling within. For the whole of all of this living energy, we call the Great Spirit, and we all have a small part of it. So we should never trouble another people for showing their love or saying their prayers to the one in a different way. We should not trouble another people's spirituality for praising the one in a different way. For we are all related. We are all one. We are all brothers and sisters in the living energy of spirit. This is our prayer. O Great Spirit, who lives within all of us and who blesses all life, I come before you humbled with a smoke prayer sealed from the love within my heart. You have awakened life force within everything on Mother Earth, and all is yours. You are the light, you are the air, the water, and the earth that shares and nourishes your unconditional love to all. For you are within everything, and everything is within you. Before you, nothing has been. O Great Spirit, guide our hearts so that we can learn to love and live in harmony with all you have given life. Guide us to learn from the most gentle and innocent of spirits, our children, our elders, the animals, and the plants and the trees. Help us to learn the old ways of our ancestors so we can live in love, harmony, and peace with all. Give us the strength we need when we are weak, and guide us to your healing when we are sick. Give us your peace in this chaotic world. O Great Spirit, please hear my prayers.
I want to thank all of you for joining us today, as together we share peace. Oh, I think I forgot a song, didn't I? Well, why don't you go ahead and play that song, and then I'll do a closing.
I have a dream of what I wanna be. I wanna be free. That's what my heart keeps telling me. Give me your hand.
We'll find a way.
There's people out there
that feel the same.
if we help each other. I just know we can succeed.
We are one, but we are different. We from all around the world. We share the same sun, we share the same oceans. We are every boy and girl. Come together and share our dreams. We be amongst the stars, and we know that it's destiny. And we are unity. We are unity.
I do believe, oh, I believe in destiny. It's up to me to make it into reality.
Give me your hand.
We'll find a way
People out there,
that's feel the same.
if we help each other.
I just know we can succeed.
We are one, but we are different. We from all around the world. We share the same sun, we share the same oceans. We are every boy and girl. Come together and share our dreams. We be amongst the stars, and we know that it's destiny. That we are unity.
Unity, the very word, means oneness. We are one, no matter where we have come from, whatever the color of our skin, black, purple, green. We are one, and we are one with each other in the human race. We are one with all beings. And I do imagine a world living in peace. I think it is possible. I am sure it is possible. Everyone walk together in unity, in oneness, in peace. We are changing the world, all of us. So join me, join all of us together. We are peacemakers. We are changing the world. And now, in closing, I would like to ask you to all hold hands with each other, gather as we can, and we will together sing the song, "Let There Be Peace on Earth," and let it begin with me. Yes, we can step down.
Festivities that are in your in your packet. What is next, Sue? I believe we're.
There will be 2 workshops. Lucas and Ron will.
Wait a minute. Say that again, please.